Last year, the management of our plant decided to improve processes in production to optimize the operation of equipment. We are engaged in production of pharmaceuticals in Smolensk, and we have been on the pharmaceuticals market for more than 20 years. We have a variety of equipment for the production of medicines, from a granulator to an automatic line for self-adhesive labels. At the general meeting on the development of production, the leading engineer of the analytical laboratory proposed to update the analytical and laboratory equipment. Using analytical equipment, they monitor the readings of moisture level, melting time, transparency, dissolution, hardness parameters, thickness, viscosity, many analytical operations to determine the quality of raw materials, finished products. We conducted on technically obsolete laboratory equipment, which often did not provide indicators of verification. I have been working at the plant for 5 years as a leading production technologist. The management set me the task to find and buy a modern magnetic mixer of liquids, which is used for mixing solutions and liquids. I began my search, having clarified the necessary parameters with the leading engineer of the analytical laboratory. He suggested that I choose a laboratory mixer, which combines programmable temperature microwave heating of liquids. The engineer advised me to contact the equipment manufacturers first. They provide warranty service, drawings, instructions for use, and installation of manufactured equipment. I took his advice. I chose an Italian company, which produces pharmaceutical equipment, visited their website, and wrote a letter specifying the parameters and capabilities of a magnetic mixer of liquids. I did not specify a particular device. I wanted to see what they could offer me. A week later I got the answer that they don't have a magnetic mixer, but they can develop and produce one, if requested by the end of the year. That is a long time for us, so I decided to try to look for a machine from other manufacturers. I found a company on the internet from Russia, which produces analytical mixers. I called them and asked if they could deliver a magnetic liquid mixer. They replied that they had such a machine. The manager asked for my phone number and said she would call me back in the evening when she checked with her company engineer about the characteristics of the machine. However, she did not call in the evening. I contacted them the next day. The manager said that she had sent a request to the engineering department and that she would get back to me when she had an answer. This seemed strange to me. When do I wait for an answer? How long to wait for an answer? Not a business-like approach to the customer. After a series of failures, I gave up on finding a mixer on my own. Then I remembered that at the Forum of Producers of Equipment for the Pharmaceutical Industry in Moscow, I met with a specialist who was engaged in selection and supply of laboratory equipment for the production of medicines. I found his business card, and before contacting him I decided to check whether he really specializes in the supply of equipment for the pharmaceutical industry. In order to do this I found his website and thoroughly studied the information on it. He suggested an appliance option that is popular with customers and proven in production. I agreed to consider it. The manager emailed me the passport and the instruction manual for the equipment. He also offered to perform a turnkey delivery. I liked the proposed version of the equipment, and I agreed it with the management. A week later we signed a contract for the delivery of a laboratory mixer of liquids with heating. A month after signing the contract the manager called me and told me that the machine was ready and would be delivered in a week. The machine was delivered 1 month later according to the contract. The unit is a large box, the inner container of which is made of stainless steel, with a window for visual observation. It includes a 2 liters glass circular flask, made of polypropylene with a glass condenser. A magnetic stirrer with 2 sets of magnetic beads agitates the red solution to obtain the extract. Microwave choke prevents microwave radiation leakage through the open door. Simple push-button control, digital display. The lab engineer, and myself included, were pleased with the proposed version of the magnetic liquid mixer. I realized that I made the right choice of a professional to supply the equipment. Real professionals pay attention to detail, and I was lucky to find such a person when selecting the equipment.